So how good are these dip liquids from Virgo and Gem, and how beginner friendly are they? Let's review. Okay, so quick spoiler alert, Virgo and Gem liquids have long been my favorite. When I started dipping my nails at home, I used a different brand, and then I switched to these after hearing really good reviews. The base liquid made application so much easier as I was learning. It goes on easily in thin, even layers, which prevents issues with applying your powder too thick, and as a result, means less buffing on your part. The one thing to be mindful of with these liquids is that the base does dry fairly quickly, which means you do need to work a little bit quicker to ensure everything is still wet when you go to dip. It also doesn't leave as much time to clean up your cuticle area, so that is something to be mindful of as well. This is definitely something for people who are just beginning to consider, as we tend to work a little bit slower as we're learning. However, with how easy this liquid applies, I still think you'll have an easier application process with these versus a liquid that applies too thick. Also, the benefit of these drying a bit quicker is that it minimizes the risk of brushing your powder too early and putting lines in your dip powder that can make everything a huge mess. Another thing to mention is that I don't find the odor of these liquids to be as aggravating as other brands I've tried, so that was a huge plus. The activator itself cures quite easily, especially since the dip liquid applies so thin, so you shouldn't bump into issues with your dip not curing and being gummy when you go to buff. And finally, let's talk about the top coat. I absolutely love the shine offered by the top coat. It doesn't contaminate easily with the activator, and it applies just as nicely as the base coat. So to no one's surprise, overall, I highly recommend these liquids. For beginners, definitely be mindful of the quicker dry time, but all in all, you will have an easier application experience with these. Plus, they do wear really well, so with good application, you can definitely get a few weeks out of your manicure. And that sums up this week's dip liquid review. Be sure to like and follow for more reviews, DIY nail tips, tutorials, and of course some nail inspo.